I'm Tegan.
I'm Ned, and we're here in Zakynthos, Greece, baby.
And Flight Centre have challenged us to see how much we can do in one day with 75 euros each on this unique island.
When you think of Greek islands, you think of Mykonos, Paros, Santorini, but one you might not have heard of before is Zakynthos.
It's the third biggest island in Greece, and it's famous for its bright neon blue waters, giant white cliff faces, and of course, the jewel of the island itself, Shipwreck Beach.
All right, let's get into this challenge.
Let's do it. Just picked up our car, and we're ready for tomorrow's adventure. 3, 2, 1. Okay, packing the car. I found a cafe along the way that has reasonably priced omelets called Sugar Bush. So I feel like we need a coffee, some eggs, and then we're gonna go on the road to the boat. Ready for action. Just like that.
I need caffeine immediately.
Ned actually has 4 shots every morning. It is wild.
Spa.
Oh, spa. Okay, change plans. This is always cheaper. Supermarket is always a good option.
We're looking after the budget.
Looking after the budge. Spa, a coffee. Let's do it.
So far, so good. We are not breaking the budget with this.
We've got bananas, muesli bars that are gluten-free and protein. Ned's got a protein shake, and I got a big water. And then we just have to get coffees. Okay, price check. €9.90.
We
Under
are.
€10 for this.
We're ripping.
Woo! Let's go. Ooh, Zante the bakery. You excited?
Quad shot, normal shot.
Okay, let's go. We are winding our way down right now to the port. I understand why Charlie XCX says
Windy roads and manual drive. And concentrating hard. Breathtaking drive, but also a very scary drive.
It is. Ready for action?
Ready for action.
Okay, we have to find Golden Star Cruises. It's the €15 one. Hello. I think he found us before we found him. This is the Golden Star Cruises. And we're gonna go now look at the beautiful beach while we wait for the boat. So we eat our breakfast here.
This water is so clear. It's like pool water.
This is so pretty. It's like a swimming pool. We're on, ready for a boat day.
Ready for it.
This is our boat. There's so many options to go see Shipwreck. You can do what we're doing for €15. You can pay a little bit more and get one that goes for a little bit longer with lunch included. You can get a private boat, which from this port are around, I think, €100 plus petrol, which is about €15 for 3 hours. Today, obviously, we are on the budget challenge, so we're gonna go with the €15 option. And I think it's gonna be amazing.
Is that it?
We're here. The water is like I've never seen water this blue before. It's so blue.
It looks fake.
So there's a few stops along the way, but this is obviously the most iconic thing in the whole of Zakynthos. This is Navagio Beach or Shipwreck Beach. And this behind me is the Shipwreck.
Been lucky enough to see it a couple times now, but it still blows me away.
It is the coolest thing ever, right?
As cool as this mic. Wow, it is.
Oh, we're going in. We're going in. You can see the bottom. It's so pretty. It's like neon blue over there in the caves. Look how blue that cave is. That is insane. so blue.
What is it, Tegs?
I think it may be a horse.
Yeah, that's a dolphin, not a horse, Tiggs.
Ready for a swim, ready for a swim, a swim. Is that embarrassing? So we've done Shipwreck, we've done the caves. Now I think this is White Beach, and I think this is where we go for a swim. And it really lives up to its name. It's quite literally a white beach with bright blue water. Woohoo! Cowabunga! Amazing.
I can't believe this is 15 euros.
Okay, the captain is taking us inside the cave. We have to jump in and follow him really quickly, so let's go. Zakynthos, you're a Zakynthos. Are you a Zak or a Thos? You're a Zakynthos.
Okay, how was that?
I don't know how many times I said that's so blue, but that was so blue. Now we're gonna go to another swim spot and try and get some lunch. It is such beautiful weather and I'm like on such a high after that. It was amazing. Even if you just came here and just did that boat trip, tick. Just coming to this port, swimming here, going on that boat and then going home, you're done. Like that was iconic. But we've got more to do. And the views to exit. Look at this. Oh wow.
This place is notorious for hard to get a park.
Look at that.
But we did a bit of schmoozing over the security and we got front seats.
Look at this. We're at one of my favourite swim stops. It's called Port Limnionas. We're going to try and see if we can afford something for lunch here because I'm really hungry. There is a beautiful restaurant or there's a whole free section by the rocks, which you'll see in a second, which is where we're going to go. But I'm hungry, so let's see what we can afford. Okay, so we're going to share a piece of chicken and chips and they're doing it for us takeaway so we can go down to the free rocks for 12 euro, 1.5 litre, €1.50. Limnionas. Limnionas. This is my favourite beach in Zayknthos. Actually, I think White Beach was my favourite beach, but like swimming spot that you don't have to get to by boat, this is my favourite. Let's see what we've got. That is a big piece of chicks. Look at that. The restaurant up there is so beautiful if you have time. If you want to come here for like a full day, they have breakfast, lunch, dinner there and it's so gorgeous.
And they've got great day beds too.
They have really nice day beds. You gotta at least put some sauce on that or some chips.
I'll throw some chips on there. I'm starving, so anything is good right now, but it is good.
It's good, eh? Here he goes. Oh, okay, Michael Phelps. Look at him go. Whoa. How'd you go, Ned? All right, pretend that you've just finished an Olympic swim. Tell us how you feel.
It got me. I'm glad I got the gold.
Bringing it home for Australia.
What sort of dive are we thinking? Classic dive. Keep it vintage. Oh, that was 9 out of 10.
Look, I feel like I could beat Stephanie in the end there, but I just really wanted to take home gold for Australia, and yeah, I think I did it. Okay, Ned is currently stressing because there is so much to do on this island and we're trying to jam pack as much as we can in. But around the corner from Limnionas is Porto Roxa, and it's another really cool swim spot. It's only like a 5-minute drive. There's like a platform, there's rocks that you can hang at, and all the way along this beach area are the sunset bars. So what we're thinking of doing is going for another little swim, a little jump, and then we're going to try and pick what the cheapest sunset bar is going to be. So let's go. I'm trying to decide whether or not I jump off the platform. The pros are that all the little kids are doing it, which makes me think it's not too scary. The cons are I'm a little bit scared of heights and it looks extremely high up. So I can't work out, and also I don't want to be the person that walks up there and then doesn't jump. So maybe I just don't think about it and I close my eyes or something. Olympic athlete Tegan. Olympic athlete Tegan. He dove. All right, let's just do this. Oh my God.
Go for Teags.
So I got to the top and I stupidly, one of the guys went, "Don't look down." And as soon as he said that, I looked down and I was like, oh my God. And then I turned around to walk back and the guy behind me went, "No, you go."
Peer pressure.
So I just closed my eyes and that was good, but it feels really scary. What's going on over here?
Car park change.
Oh.
Got my David Beckham sarong on.
David Beckham sarong.
Like
I don't think YouTube can watch this, sorry.
Okay, that swim was sick. My new favourite joint, Limnionas. What's that one over there?
Limnionas.
That's been bumped to number 2. This is number 1.
Okay.
Mainly because of the diving board and how well I can do backflips off it. Time for sun cream. Mum's going to be mad.
God.
Look at me. Now we're going to make the absolute most of the afternoon. This strip is the sunset spot. It's meant to be the best on the island. We're going to find the cheapest sunbed, park our butts there. Let's do this.
Okay, let's talk about transport on the island. So the number one hot tip I would say is hire a car. I pre-booked 2 weeks in advance and it cost, I think, 25 Australian, so like 16.5 euro per day, which is really good. Your other options are getting a quad, which is going to be a bit slower. That's what you got to take into consideration. And then the other option is scooters, but for Australians, you need a motorbike license in Greece to drive a scooter. And again, I think they're only 50 cc's or something. So again, that's going to be really slow getting around. There's also buses. I'm not sure how consistent the buses are though. My number one hot tip would be if you're wanting to explore once you're on the island, hire a car. You obviously don't have to, like you can go to just hop to different like areas and make use of whatever village or town you're staying in. And also, what was your hot tip? Manual. Automatic cars are almost double the price. So yeah, manual, car hire, cheapest option. Porto Roxa Beach. This one came the most recommended and I heard they have 10 euro beds. So let's have a look. Off-season advantages. There's hardly anybody here.
This
Hello.
looks so good.
How are you? Okay.
What's the deal?
The hot goss is because now it's sunset and they're not too busy, we don't have to pay for a bed.
Wow.
They just said you just have to order a drink. So, did we just slow the dough? Look how gorgeous this is though.
It looks
Have a
so
look at these
good.
beds. Straight to the front we go.
So apparently these beds at the front are usually 50 euro a bed. We have absolutely scored.
I feel like because we got free sunbeds, is this the time
Do we splurge?
for an Aperol spritz each? I mean, if you want a Coca-Cola because you're the driver,
True, I do have to drive.
you could have a sip of my spritz.
Done. Hey, Coke's pretty good.
Always Coca-Cola. Neon orange drinks on the beach, 4 generations make up for family. I feel like we scored.
We absolutely scored.
And we have the best sunset happening right now.
I feel very 90s.
With your Coke.
Drinking Coca-Cola, watching the sunset.
So our last stop for dinner is a no-brainer. We've come to the village of Limnionas, which is like the happening street. It's like a strip full of bars, shops, tavernas, and it's got our favourite taverna that we've been eating at called Eat Greek. It's got traditional Greek food and it's got gluten-free pizza, gluten-free pasta, gluten-free bread. They have pretty reasonable prices from memory, so let's check it out. Oh, puppy!
How old is it?
It's so small.
I love this restaurant even more now.
Look at its little
Greeted with the
face. I've got 3 options. The Greek salad, the pizza, chicken souvlaki.
Spoil yourself with a pizza.
Put on Zorba.
Giant gyros. That's the money right there. $9.90. Drive away, no more to pay.
Thank you. It's so big. I'm so excited. But look how big yours is. It's literally the size of your head. Oh no, what's that?
Hey.
Absolutely nailed it. So dinner was only €23. We got the pizza, you got the giant gyros, and we got water. And I feel like we're way under €75 each, even with petrol, which we have to work out what the petrol is. But I think we got under.
So the final tally of the challenge is in. After we filled the car with petrol, turns out
We are, drum roll, under. It was €64.59 each, which considering how much we jam-packed into one day is pretty crazy.
we're still here for another week and there's still so much to see.
We're going to show you our hot tips of what else to do on the beautiful island of Zakynthos.
So my number 1 hot tip would be Navagio Beach or Shipwreck Beach, which we already touched on. And there's 2 ways to see this. Number 1 is via boat, which I definitely recommend. You can do the cheaper group tour option, or you can also hire your own boat because in the island of Zakynthos, you don't need a boat license. You can also go to the viewpoint if you want to look at it from a different perspective, which is also gorgeous. The next beach that I would recommend is Zygia Pelagaki, which is a beautiful small bay with white little pebbles, crystal clear waters, and it also has a cafe up above that sends the food down to you on a basket. It's definitely a must-see. Around the corner from that is the famous Zygia Beach, which is also beautiful with turquoise waters. It also has a cafe which sends down the food in a basket, but the most famous thing about this one is that there is sulfur in the water. So apparently it reverses aging, but is a little bit smelly, but I do recommend visiting. Next on the list is famous Mizithres Beach, which you can see from 2 different ways. One being the viewpoint, which is about a 15-minute walk to get here, and the other is again via boat, which you can get a group tour boat, or if you want to spend a little bit more money, you can hire your own boat, which we did, and Ned happened to propose to me that day, so this beach is now very special for us. Another famous spot here on Zayknthos Island is Cameo Island, which you can access via long wooden bridge from Laganas, or again you can access it via boat, and it's famous with the big white sheets that you see swishing in the wind here, and is a very beautiful and unique island to visit. Turtle Island or Marathonisi is super famous here in Zakynthos because it does actually have turtles that nest on this island. It's really easily accessed from Laganas. You can get a €5 taxi boat, or again you can do a tour boat which takes you around for the day, or hire your own boat. You could honestly spend days and days on end just driving around and finding bays and beaches all around Zakynthos, which we did, and we found our very favorite, which is Mikronisi Beach. It's a small bay where you can just get a floaty and relax and snorkel and enjoy the crystal clear waters and the calmness of this beautiful, beautiful beach.